Hey, what's up, everyone on YouTube and Twitter? So, over the past few weeks, Bitcoin has been essentially just consolidating here overall, right? It had this pullback during December, but it never really broke below this support. It ended up holding it. And today, we made a higher high above this high from December 26th. And despite this pullback, I think Bitcoin structure is still fine. I think this is a consolidation, which means a consolidation in an uptrend will likely lead to a continuation. If you look at the daily candles, there's just been very clean structure. I've been posting about this on X over the past few weeks. When we went below this 10 SMA, I kept on saying that we needed to get back above this 10 SMA. We were kind of squeezing between this 10 SMA and support. We then broke above this 10 SMA, and then the next area was the 43 SMA, which we have been using for the past few months, especially back here to identify lows. Go back into the older videos, I'd mentioned this in the past. We got above the 43 SMA, consolidated above it, didn't close back below it, and then bounced, and then got through this $100,000 resistance area. So if Bitcoin can close this daily candle above 100,000, that would be a very positive sign. Perhaps it will come back down and retest this, but this does appear, in my opinion, to be a double bottom, essentially. So this was a double bottom. I've been talking about this. This is the neckline. So usually with a double bottom breakout, you see a break of this neckline, then a retest at some point, and then a continuation up. And the price target for this neckline falls at approximately the all-time high, which I'll show you right here. Move this over. Move this up like this, and it puts it essentially right above around 109,000. So that would be the target for this double bottom breakout. So we will watch the daily candle close today to see if it can close above this neckline. Now, it's also worth mentioning that for the first time in a few weeks, the 10 SMA is starting to move up once again. And usually when the 10 SMA is moving up, you will see Bitcoin's price move upward. So this is generally a good sign to see this starting to move up once again after moving down for the past few weeks. Now, if we take a look at Bitcoin dominance over the past few weeks has been rejected off of this breakdown. So we saw this breakdown here in November, came down to support, found a bounce, retested this breakdown, got rejected so far, 2 red weekly candles. So once when Bitcoin dominance really breaks down below this 54 to 55% range, that's when I think alts will really start to fly. If you look back historically, once when major support is broken, you see dominance completely drop. And usually that's also when Bitcoin is making its most parabolic moves as well. So this would be a good sign for Bitcoin if Bitcoin dominance did break down, because historically, Bitcoin dominance breaking down has led to Bitcoin's largest moves. Now, if we take a look at Ethereum looks like it's setting up a big head and shoulders pattern. If you look, this is the left shoulder, this is the head, this is the right shoulder. And usually Q1 post-halving years have been really good for Ethereum. So if you go back to 2017, this was 2017, Ethereum started to move upward in Q1. Then you go to 2021, Ethereum broke its all-time highs in February of 2021. So if Ethereum is going to replicate what it has done in both 2017 and 2021, you would think it would start to get moving here, break out of this head and shoulders pattern finally, and then move upward. If I were to measure this as a target, the breakout target for this head and shoulders would be around $7,200. So this would be a massive move for Ethereum. This would be almost a 100% move from here if we were to see this breakout. And obviously this could still come back down a little bit lower to form a right shoulder that goes down to as low as the left shoulder did. But if this does end up breaking this neckline and breaking out, Ethereum is gearing up for a massive move here. And this will really help a lot of alts. This will probably really start to send this whole space flying. I think with the SEC changes coming very soon, I think the Ethereum ETFs will be updated to probably include staking, which will lead to the Ethereum ETF producing yield, which will make it more attractive. So I do think Ethereum does have a big bullish catalyst up ahead in the coming weeks that will probably really start to set this off. And now if we look at others' dominance, which is alt outside the top 10, their dominance against the larger cap altcoins such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, etc. Usually in Q1 of post-halving years, they really start to outperform. If you go back to Q1 of 2017, others' dominance started to moon here. And then if you go to Q1 of 2021, it also started to moon here. So this is the time for others' dominance and lower cap and mid cap alts to start to really outperform the larger cap altcoins. They have been essentially since this low in November. This was the election. They have been outperforming since then, but we should start to see an even more aggressive move, I would think, based on history. If you look at these moves, these were massive moves up for lower and mid cap alts against the larger cap alts. So my main message is I think the lower and mid cap alts are going to start to make a push here in quarter one, as they have done historically in the first quarter post halving year. If you are looking for extra content, I do have a Patreon. I make videos pretty much every other day or every few days. And I also have the Patreon chat where I answer all questions as soon as I can. So if you're interested in extra content, I do have that in my YouTube link and in my Twitter bio. So we'll see what Bitcoin does. We'll see if it can get a daily candle close above this neckline. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video.